Hi, imagine if a full-scale invasion war erupted today in your country. How many days would you survive? Our planet is on the brink of World War III. Have we ever think if Ukraine-Russia war does not settle, now China-Taiwan, when politics and diplomacy fails, what will follow? We are thinking here a possible transnational full-scale war, invasion, nuclear war, and mass infrastructure destruction where electricity is cut, power is gone, internet is down, and nowhere to run, and telephone not operating. This worst-case scenario is what the German government is advising its citizens to prepare for. Apparently, the government might know what lies ahead of us. Germany is a country closer to Russia and Ukraine. For US citizens who have never been in Europe, between Ukraine and Germany, there is only one country which separates them. This country is Poland. Sometimes we, just ordinary citizens of our countries, do not have a clue of what is going on or what is ahead of us. However, members of intelligence communities are well informed ahead, and some governments have decided to warn their citizens and advise them to prepare for the worst case scenario. For instance, in Europe, France, Lithuania, and Germany have already prepared for nationwide warning up in case of full-scale invasion and war, and have started educating their citizens on how to survive in chaos. What do you really need to survive in turmoil situation? We got you covered. Watch this video to the end. Welcome to the chess. We will appreciate if you can subscribe with us and stay connected to share knowledge with the chess community. Let me give you an example. 2 days before Russia-Ukraine invasion, missionaries in Ukraine from Western nations have been evacuated. Some people knew already that the invasion was unavoidable and prepared in advance. Why not you? The German Federal Office of Civil Protection and Disaster Relief has recently updated information advising citizens to collect food for at least 10 days minimum, basic medicine, and first aid products. It also warned their citizens to get emergency water and gas, to buy traditional radio, which does not need power to operate, install national warning app in their phones, buy power banks, cooking utensils, identify where to run for in case of building attacks, buy a traditional torch, organize important documents and put them in one file, and so on. This is not about Germany, by the way. It's a concern for everyone to the difficult period the world is going through. Let's go through into each one warning the German government gave its citizens so you can prepare accordingly depending to where you are and how closer you are to the conflict. First, you have to buy enough food, at least that can make you survive for 10 days. The government advises its citizens to buy emergency groceries for at least 10 days and store them at home. This includes rice, oil, beans, potato, and so on. Imagine if an emergency occurs in your home where supermarkets are not open. How would you survive? This is common sense, right? Remember COVID-19. Do you remember how stores and supermarkets were almost empty and people fighting for the food? For the emergency food? Please act accordingly. Second, water. The German government requested its citizens to buy water, enough water, and store them at home for at least 10 days minimum. Water is important. Without it, you cannot cook or eat. it's even hard to survive without water. Third, cooking. The government advises citizens to buy enough gas and utensils and put them home. Of course, store a cooking gas for at least 10 days. Imagine if there is a supply chain disruption and then no gas in the house, how would you survive? Fourth, clothes. Prepare for warm clothes. In case of full-scale invasion war, where infrastructures are destroyed, which means the power, the electricity, and the gas, the house becomes straight away cold. And surviving in a cold, especially when it's winter, it's a hell on earth. That's why the government advises its citizens to buy enough clothes, but also warm clothes in case of worst case scenario. Fifth, plan how to get information in case of infrastructure distractions. Buy a traditional radio, CW radio, where you can listen to the radio without power. This requires you to have a power bank and buy this traditional battery for the radio. It also requires you to write important contacts on a sheet of paper and install your country nationwide warning app. In Germany, it's called Nina. Please let us know if in your country also you've got our national warning app where the country can warn its citizens when there is any chaos. Location. Where exactly to run when there is an attack or a full-scale invasion. The German government advised for people to know where there are tunnels, underground tunnels, and also to run, in the worst case scenario, to run in the basement and stay there. Avoid running in the street and going somewhere where you are exposed to the dangers. The German government also advised, sixth, division. The German government advised people to buy traditional torches and their batteries, which makes them work when electricity are cut. Of course, the internet, the supply chain of gas and supermarkets are closed, and when the internet is cut, everything's down. The last one, the German government advised people to have cash in their portemonnaie, in their wallet. Of course, we have money in the banks, but in case of internet disruptions, in case of invasion, then the bank would not operate and access to your money will be very, very hard. The government advised people to have at least enough money in cash in their homes to prepare if anything happens. This is the Chess. Thank you for your time, your watch. We appreciate if you subscribe, like, and comment. We appreciate your engagement and your participation.